Good morning. Can you hear me? Good morning.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir. Can you hear
I
me,
think,
sir?
yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. So, a very good morning to each of all present here, respected principal, sir.
But I can't see your video now. I think you have used two systems.
এই ছাৰৰ মোবাইলটোৰ ওপৰত দিয়ে এইখন টুলখন ইয়ালৈ আনাচোন টুলখনত থ'ম মই চাওঁ টুলখন আৰু এই পানী বটলটো আনা মোৰ পানী বটলটো আনা এইটো পানী বটলটো আনা টুলখন এইখিনিলে আনা
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, good morning.
Respected principal, sir, Dr. Sipajhar College, sir. Respected today's resource person. Sir, we have some technical glitch. Just give us a second, sir. Sound to
I think you have used two systems. So mute one system. Otherwise it's echoing.
এইটো কেমেৰাটো ফেচটো নাই না তোমাৰ কেমেৰাটো গ'ল এইটোত ক'ব লাগিব এইটোত ফেচ নাই মানে ছাৰ এইটো চিকিউৰিটি লগাই দিয়ে ইয়াত দিয়া লাগিব এইটো দিব লাগিব ইয়াত কানেক্ট কৰাৰ লগে লগে এইটো মানে শ্ব' নকৰে বস্তুটো নাই নাই আহিছে ইয়ালৈ আহিবলৈ চাউণ্ডটো নাহে চাউণ্ডটো দিব কাৰণে চাউণ্ডটো নাহে কাৰণ আপোনাৰ ওচৰত ডিভাইচ নাই ন আপুনি ইয়ালৈ আহি ক'ব লাগিব
Naina, শুনি আছো. I can hear you.
ইয়াৰ পৰা শুনিব এইখিনিৰ পৰা শুনিব এইখিনিৰ পৰা আহিব ইয়ালৈ আহিলে হ'ব হৈছে Sorry, sir, for the technical glitch.
No, that's okay.
We are privileged to have amongst us Principal Scientist SIFI, Dr. Rupam Sharma, sir. We welcome him to our college.
Thank you.
We have amidst us our respected principal, sir, Dr. Sipajhar College, sir. faculties from Department of Zoology, and students from right from first sem to fifth sem. So they have SEC papers also in fisheries. So they all are interested, and I'm happy to share that today's the hall is more than its capacity. So everybody is waiting for your valuable lecture, sir. And now I request our principal, sir, to kindly welcome our chief guest and give an introductory session.
Respected resource person of today's webinar, the one from brain to breed, the endocrine system of reproduction and its implication in modern aquaculture. Respected IQAC coordinator, Dr. Rupam Sharma, respected faculty members of the department, and my dear students. Today is a very important day for us that we are going to organize one webinar with one principal scientist that he is working for a long time on the breeding system of the fishes. So he has already visited different universities of the world. He has visited England, Italy, Australia for his different sessions, and he had a good number of publications on this topic. And at the same time, he is a renowned researcher. So under him, a good number of researchers had attained their PhD degree. So we are fortunate enough that the Sipajhar College students have the opportunity today to interact with one of the renowned scientists of the fishery department from Mumbai today. So I think it will be a very interesting session for us, and I appeal all the students to interact with him about the fisheries, fishery, that means about the fishes. He is also expert on different kinds of fishes like ornament fish or our indigenous fishes. So I think today's the session will be a very fruitful session for our students, and they will be able to learn many things from our research person. Thank you to Dr. Rupam Sharma sir that giving us the consent for this webinar. So actually I approached him for this webinar, and he had readily given his consent for us. Thank you again, sir, for your consent, and that from your busy schedule you are giving time to us. So today I declare that the session is now open. So I request now our IQAC coordinator to continue the process. Thank you.
Thank you, respected principal, sir. So, as sir already mentioned, Rupam Sharma sir is a well-known scientist in the field of fisheries and aquaculture. And fishery, being the hotspot, Northeast is a collection of different kinds of fishes, including food fishes and ornamental fishes. We have more than 256 types of ornamental fishes, and the abundance really inspires us to work more in the field of fisheries. So now I would like to request our third STEM student, Bhairana Sharma, to give a brief introduction about our resource person.
Good morning, everyone. We are very happy to announce that today we have Dr. Rupam Sharma sir with us in a virtual meet to deliver a talk on From Breed to Brain, the endocrine system of reproduction and its implication in modern aquaculture. Now, I would like to give a brief introduction of Dr. Sharma sir in front of you all. He was born in Romania. He is currently working as Principal Scientist, Genetics and Biotechnology Division, Central Institute of Fishery Education, Mumbai. Sir has published more than 65 research publications with 1,000 citations. Dr. Sharma sir area of research include molecular genetics, reproductive endocrinology, and nanotechnology. Sir is also a member of IQAC Accreditation Committee of State Agriculture University and also a member of Academic Council of different universities across the nation. Dr. Sharma sir trained at University of Stirling, Scotland and Murdoch University, Australia. He is continuously working for the growth and development of aquaculture and fisheries, collaborating with many national and international organizations, and we would be happy if Sir guides us in future for research and development. Now I would like to request Dr. Sharma sir to start his valuable deliberation. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, my dear. Very nice introduction. Actually, I told Dr. Sekia not to say so much because I'm still learning, and it's like everyday learning for everybody. So I hope my I'm clear. Like my audio is clear. You can hear me, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. So without taking much time, anyway, thank you for this introduction, Principal Sir and the faculty members and my dear students. I will try, as I was told that audience is mostly student. So I have prepared this presentation little bit targeting our students. So is there anything like to ask? You can note it down and you can ask me at the end, and I'll try to be as brief as possible. And let me share my slide then. You can see my slide.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It is visible.
I'll try to make it full screen. One second. Is it moving now?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And is it full screen now or
Full screen, sir. Full
half only?
Full screen, sir.
Full screen, right? Okay, fine. So yeah, so as you have already have come to know, that topic that I have chosen is mostly on endocrine control of fish reproduction and what's its implications in modern aquaculture. Like when I say endocrine control, so any idea what does it mean? Like what might be endocrine control, students? So anybody know or anybody would like to interact or? Fine. So what I mean to say, whatever we do and whatever we feel, whether it's our appetite, stress, happy, or anything like in our mood swing and all. So everything is regulated by certain hormones, and these hormones are nothing but the secretion of certain gland, and those glands are called endocrine gland. And like as I said, that we always say that I am stressed due to some reason or others. So when we say we are stressed, then also there is a hormone called, probably you all know, that is called cortisol, which is also a product of an endocrine gland that is called adrenal gland, right? So, and in the contrary, when you say we are very happy, there are also certain hormones involved. Like my mood is very good, then I'm so happy, or I'm sleepy, I'm hungry. So these are certain hormones called, serotonin. Probably you guys now there are many videos, and you'll find that what is serotonin. So serotonin is also another hormone that is released when you are happy. Then there is called dopamine, which is called when you get something, reward. It is called reward hormone. Like suppose you are desiring to you have a goal and you have achieved your goal. So then also you'll release the dopamine hormones. Another called like when you make love or when you socialize, when you make friends, that is called a hormone called oxytocin, and also endorphin. Endorphin, probably you must have heard many times, that is called natural painkiller. So these are the examples of certain hormones that are we are every day we use these hormones, and secreted by endocrine glands, different endocrine glands, which are present in our body, in our brain, or in a different part of the body. So these hormones, so that entire system is called endocrine system, and we can't avoid this endocrine system. If your endocrine system is failed, then you will be failed. There will be lots of like hormone issues will be there, because of which you have to go for hormone therapy, and all. You must have heard about that. So that's because your endocrine system is not functioning well. So when you come to fish, then that is reproduction, where there are so many hormones are involved, sex hormones, then gonadotropin hormones, all those hormones. So this is also nothing but our endocrine system, which are present in our brain, and ultimately the brain regulates all these hormones, all these glands which releases hormones, comes to different parts of the body, and ultimately we can take part in our reproduction, and we can produce our next progeny or the next breed. So that's why I gave this topic as from brain to breed. Okay, so coming to aquaculture or the fisheries sector, so that also like in reproduction. So my lecture will be mostly on involvement of different hormones in reproduction, and because that is what my area of work. I have chosen this topic. So So if I say, probably you all know the general life cycle of a fish. It starts from the egg or sperm. They fertilize it, then they produce their baby larva we call it. Then different stage, fry we call them fingerling. Then adult fish. Did adult fish, then they grow to call a broodstock, which can take part in breeding, and ultimately they produce their next progeny, and that's how their entire life cycle completes. So, in this life cycle, as I already said, that endocrinology play a major role. So, what is endocrine gland? As I already said, that endocrine glands are certain organ. A gland is in the organ which produces and releases hormones. And endocrine gland is a gland. Probably students should remember that they don't have any duct. Okay, so means from that gland, these hormones, whatever they produce, they directly release these hormones to the bloodstream. So from the blood, the respective organs will take up these hormones, and that's how they get. Suppose this one, digestive hormones, or maybe reproductive hormone. Reproductive hormone will be taken by testes or ovary. Similarly, the thyroid hormones, when it releases to blood, your thyroid gland will take up this thyroid hormone. So like that, but they don't have a duct. This straightway they will release this their hormones to the bloodstream. So these study of this endocrine gland is called endocrinology, and different hormones. And what are these hormones? As I said, they are chemical messengers. Means they travel from the bloodstream to different organs so that they can control different functions. As I said, your mood, your appetite, your happiness, your sorrowness, everything. So that's how these hormones regulate such activities of our body. And in this endocrine system, as I said, different glands. So what are the glands? Certain example is a pituitary gland, then thyroid gland. Probably you all must have heard about this. Thyroid gland. Many people who have thyroid issues, right? You all know this. Pituitary is present in the brain, which is called master gland. Then adrenal gland, as I already said, they release this, stress hormones, cortisol and all. Then pancreas, which releases insulin, and so there are different hormones which secrete, different glands which secrete hormones, and our body functions accordingly. If there is a shortage of any hormones, you will not have that particular functions. Okay, so if you have less of thyroid hormones, then your thyroid will not function. If your reproductive hormones are less, then there are many like infertility issues will be there. Then if your growth hormone is not functioning, your growth will not be there as expected. So basically, these are the hormones which play a key role in our body functions. So it's very, very important to know what is our endocrinology system, endocrine system, and in medical profession they are called endocrinologists. So that is a medical professionals. So if we have any hormonal issues, we consult endocrinologists. So the hormonal gland, I already said what are the examples: the pituitary gland, hypothalamus, thyroid glands, adrenal glands, pancreas, which secrete hormones like insulin. Insulin, importance of insulin. It regulates the sugar level. So if that's why when insulin is less, people suffer from sugar problem. Then people will have diabetes. And you must have, student must have, that if somebody have got very, very high level of sugar, that diabetic, so they take insulin injection, right? You all know that. So that is what our body system, this pancreas organ, that gland cannot produce sufficient amounts of insulin. So we are supplementing. We are taking extra, synthetic insulin to our body, we're injecting ourselves so that it can regulate the blood sugar level and diabetes is under control. Then similarly, all other things like ovaries and testes, then they also produce sex hormones which regulate reproductions. Thyroid gland, you all know, thyroid, it helps in metabolism. Then all those things regulate our entire body system. So with this small background about endocrinology or hormones, now let's go into the reproduction and reproduction of fish. So when it comes to fish, you all know what is reproduction. It is to produce new individuals or offspring. And why we call offspring? That they share characteristics with parents. Like you, but definitely many people say you look like your father, you look like your mother, your eye color is like your mother. So why such happens? Because when a zygote is formed, we have contribution from both male and female, both the parents, both father and mother, and as in that process, we share the chromosomes of father and mother. Chromosome means you all know chromosome contains the genes, which are the basic unit of heredity, which carries the different phenotype. Phenotypes means the characteristics which you can see on our body. So when that kind of when zygote is formed, that is from male sperm and female ovary or egg, ovum, and ultimately 50% of chromosomes comes from both the parents. Now, ultimately, we get a embryo, normal embryo, and that's why we share the genes of our parents. We share the phenotype. Phenotypes mean characteristics, morphological characteristics of our body from mother or father. Whichever is dominant, it will be expressed, and whichever is recessive, it will not be expressed. So that's how new offsprings are produced through a process called reproduction. And there are two methods. One is sexual methods and one is asexual method. Means sexual or heterosexual means where both male and female are involved. But in case of fish, there are different types of reproduction apart from sexual reproduction, that is called asexual, where male female is not required. And that is called parthenogenetic, means an unfertilized egg. Means when we call a fertilized egg means when an egg meets with the sperm and it becomes a zygote, and ultimately it develops to be an individuals. So where unfertilized eggs can also be developed into a fledged organism, that is called parthenogenetic. And there are, in case of fish or many other invertebrates, you know that a method called hermaphroditic, means they are simultaneous or sequential. Means when you call simultaneous, means a particular fish or an animal will have both the sex, they are both male and female together. And in certain cases, they change. They are called progenitorous and protogynous, means they will be first male, their life stages, and later on it will turn to female. And there is another type of fish which are called protogynous, means they will be developed first as female, then they will convert to male. So these are the certain interesting things that you can see in case of fish. So when you say the reproductive axis or reproduction, and this slide says that what is your endocrinology, how it takes place. Means we have sensory systems, in case of fish, which affects the brain. Brain releases different hormones that affects in pituitary. Pituitary gland secretes different hormones, which comes to gonads. Gonads mean ovary and testes, and that is release of sex hormones, and ultimately spawning takes place. Spawning means they release the egg, or they release the sperm if it's a male, and if it's a female, they release the eggs. And that's how. And in case of fish, mostly fertilization takes place outside. So when you eat fish, like especially in the month of monsoon, probably you must have seen that you can find eggs inside the body. You must have seen that at your home, or even we fry it when there is a big mass of eggs, and it's very tasty, right? So these are eggs. So these eggs, when they are fully mature, they release it, and a male will release its sperm, and ultimately fertilization will takes place. And that's why I call it, there are external fertilizations in case of most of the fish. And further, it says that entire pituitary endocrine system of reproduction, like there is hypothalamus in the brain, and in brain, when they are induced with their seasonal things, because as please note that fish are seasonal breeder. They will not breed throughout the year. They have, for them, they need certain conditions, whether it's a temperature. They mostly breed in monsoon season. Temperature is little down. Then there is shower. Shower means that when it rains, because of the water movement, their glands get activated, and that's how they release these hormones. Like in brain they get activated. The brain releases gonadotropin releasing hormones in pituitary gland. Then pituitary gland releases luteinizing hormone and follicle stimulating hormones, which comes to the gonads, like reproductive organ it comes. Similarly, in another part of pituitary gland, your other thing, vasopressin and oxytocin comes, and it comes to testes and ovaries, and that's how they release the eggs. Okay. So we have seen, as I already said, that in case of fish, it's seasonal breeder. They need a particular environment to breed, because environmental stimuli is most important to for the breeding of this fish. So when there is congenial environment, it affects on the brain, and in brain there will be what the hypothalamus is there, which ultimately releases the hormones. That is what we are explaining here. And afterwards, this reproductive cycle starts based on the temperature, based on the light, that is called photoperiod, and also the rainfall. That's why, as I said, rainy season is mostly breeding season, and many places they even in case of seas also, marine fish also, there is, I think, in inland fish, which are freshwater fish system. In Assam also probably it is, I don't know whether it's effective or not, that there is a ban in fishing. You can't fish, you can't go for harvesting, you cannot go for netting in the rivers or open water bodies, meaning lakes and all, because that is in the monsoon season, because in that season they are the breeding season. They will be full of eggs. But that's why you please note it down next time when you buy a fish. If it is a female fish, you will find so many eggs. So what we have killed a fish means we have killed so many individuals. A matured egg, if it is, then that one fish can produce more than lakhs of small fish. So that is called brood fish. Brood fish means when they are full of eggs and full of testicles. So that time, if we kill a fish, along with that, you are killing so many young individuals. So that's why government has put a ban on this monsoon season, so that they cannot breed, they cannot, kill. They should not kill the fish. When it's a open water, it's not on pond. Suppose you have a pond, you have a aquaculture pond, because these fish, to breed, they need certain environment. They will not breed if you have a pond in your backyard, or if you have seen in your areas. There, the fish will not breed because they need certain conditions, and that is what, once they get a congenial environment, this hypothalamus will be activating the certain hormones that is called gonadotropin releasing hormones. This releasing hormones will, what will happen? Gonadal release hormone will affect our pituitary pituitary gland, which is present in the brain, and pituitary gland is called master gland. It affects many organs, so it is called master gland. This gonadotropin releasing hormones will affect on pituitary, and then this pituitary gland get induced, and it produce two hormones, very important hormone, that is called gonadotropin, gonadotropes, and they gonadotropes releases follicle stimulating hormones and luteinizing hormones, and these hormones ultimately effect on gonads. Okay, gonads means, as I said, it is in the this gonad means a testis or ovary. Okay, so they have different mechanisms. I will not go into that detail how it affects and all. So once the gonads they get mature, once this LH and FSH secretes, then they will be mature. That ovary will be mature. You can see that it have that a bulging stomach with so much of eggs. Once they have these hormones, and then this gonads will release, like that ovary or testis will release different sex hormones, like we call it testosterone or estradiol, and which will further help in developing eggs and sperms. Okay, and afterwards there will be different embryonic process, which I will not go into detail, and ultimately you will get eggs, for which will go for fertilization, and you will get an individual. So, but when in case of egg, that is a process called vitellogenesis. Okay, I think I have covered it here. Okay. Now this is what normally how a fish is matured after coming to influence of endocrine system, and both their meiotic division and meiotic division happens during this stage, and these eggs, ovum, that is called ovum, and sperm, they are haploid, means they have single and number of chromosomes. Means you all know that we all are, a normal individuals are diploid. Diploid means there are two sets of chromosomes, one set from mother, one set from father. And when an egg and a sperm meets and full-fledged zygote is formed, it has to be a normal individual. Normal individual means it has to have two n numbers of chromosomes. Means suppose a rohu fish have 50 numbers of chromosomes. So 25 will come from its mother, 25 will come from its father. Father means from sperm. So they are normally haploid. So once they and that process is called, you all know, meiotic and mitotic division. This takes place, and when oocyte, that means that ovum is developing, that is a process called this is a spermatogenesis and oogenesis process we call. So during oogenesis, that is one very important thing is that it is called vitellogenesis. Vitellogenesis is the process where a particular protein called vitellogenin is produced in liver, and then this liver then it releases this vitellogenin in the bloodstream, and that oocyte which is developing, it will take up this vitellogenin, and this vitellogenin is nothing but the yolk part. Yolk part means you have those who takes egg, there is a yolk part, that yellow part called yolk, that is which is fat globules. Okay, in case of fish egg also, that is yolk, and this yolk part is nothing but processed through vitellogenesis, and that particular protein is called vitellogenin, and this is very important for the growing oocyte to develop an ovum. So this is what entire thing I have shown it here. After pituitary gland, when there is growing oocyte, this is simultaneously it happens in liver, and you release this. They will release the vitellogenin, which come into the bloodstream, and this growing oocyte will take the vitellogenin, and they will be developed with the egg with their yolk. Okay, and once grow the oocyte and sperm, they grow fully. That means the male and female are fully matured. In the water, female will release its eggs, male will release its sperm, and ultimately fertilization takes place. That means meeting of egg and sperm takes place in the outside of the body. Okay, till now it is okay for you guys? Am I going very fast?
No, sir.
It's okay, right?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yeah. So once these were the things which you cannot see. It's happening inside. Now what we can see, my next part what I'm going to say is that induced breeding. As I said, everything we are doing for breeding the fish. Breeding means we can get several new offspring, new individuals, so that aquaculture grows, right? You can then culture those fish, or you can sell those fish seed, that small fish, and ultimately there are many hatchery. Probably you all can visit some hatcheries nearby, and I don't know about in your Sipajhar area. Definitely there will be some, and in Nalbari it is there. Then Udalguri side it is there. In Nagaon there is so many are there. So you can there you can see the entire process in monsoon season. Is that hormones? As I said, that fish needs certain particular environment, and when you culture, and this thing happen in open water, but in the river, it happens automatically. They will breed. They will produce new progeny. But when you culture your fish in your own pond, aquaculture pond, there they will not breed themselves. So you have to induce them to breed. If you are interested, for that you need to have a hatchery, so that these eggs are developed, and you can get this new fry or fingerlings. For this, you have to. They have their own endocrinal system, but you have to induce it from externally, a certain inducing agent. There are many synthetic now hormones or inducing agents are there, where that gonadotropin releasing hormones is given, and you can inject them, and after some time they get fully mature, and if you strip, mean if you press their belly, all the eggs will come like this. This method is called stripping, and here eggs like this, you can strip the male, and you can mix both eggs and that sperm here, and they will develop, they will fertilize, means all the eggs will be fertilized. This is what I said. New mature fish, you have to give some hormones, then you strip it like this, and you will get fertilized eggs. And this probably you all know, even in human also it happens. So once the fertilized eggs, slowly that that embryo starts developing. That is called embryonic development stages. These things you all can see under microscope. That is called 2-cell stage, 4-cell stage, like that, 8-cell, and it grows like that. Okay, and after certain stages, you will get a new individuals, and like this at the end they will come out from the egg. Okay, they will hatch. Probably many people must have seen, in case of hen, chicken, how they will that they will be sitting on the eggs, and after some time they will break the shell, and a little babies will come out, right? So ducklings or this thing, they will come out. Many of you, similarly, in case of fish also it happens. So inside happens, and you will get a small fry like this. In case of human also, this I have given just to you can, so that you can relate. Same thing, the eggs get fertilized, 2 cells set, 4 cells like that, and at the end, embryo develops inside the mother's womb. Okay, and this everything happens inside the mother's womb in case of human. But as I said, in case of fish, everything happens outside their body, in the water they happens. Of course, for this you need to have a different incubation chamber or certain conditions. So once this larva is developed, then slowly these are called hatchlings. They will ultimately develop slowly, and they will give a small fry like this. This stage is called fry. And these particular things, these are called yolk. Why we needed this? Yolk means that inside the egg, as I said, yellow part, which is produced through vitellogenesis process, because till 4th or 5th day of hatching, these fish, they don't take any external feed. They will feed on the on this yolk part only, right? As it is external. So because in case of human, you must have seen that when that mom is pregnant, we need to give nutritious food, so that because embryonic development is happening inside the womb, that fetus or that embryo is receiving nutrients from mother. That's why if mother's health is good, probably you all know that if mother's health is good, then only baby's health will be good, right? So similarly, in case of fish also, if that broodstock development is more, they will have good quality yolk, and ultimately as they will feed in their early days, so ultimately their growth will be better, and they will slowly develop to this is called fry stage. Then these are different fish fry, that is small fry stage, and slowly they will develop to fingerling and table size adult fish, and they complete their life cycle. So what was there from my side? I hope you all liked it. Was it okay? You could understand something, or?
Yes, sir.
Your quota system, I think it's on. That's why.
Sir, can we?
You want system mute it. Yeah.
Yes.
এটা পাৰিব মই এইটো খুলি দিছোঁ ইয়াত চলি থাকিব
Sir,
Yeah.
can you hear me, sir?
Yeah.
mute করতে আছে
Can you hear me, sir?
Yeah.
Okay. So can we open this session for interaction, sir?
Yeah, please.
Yeah. So I would like to request my students to come and ask questions, whatever you have.
Thank you so much, sir. Sir, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Sir, please give us some techniques of documentation of developmental stages in fish.
Documentation means I couldn't understand that.
Sorry, katakan ito.
Means key lagi exactly what you want. Some references.
Sir, I want to know the developmental stages about fish.
Okay. I didn't explain that because it itself is a big topic. Like it's same thing. Like once that embryo develops, fertilization takes place. There will be 2-cell stage, 4-cell stage, right? 8-cell stage. It will grow like that, which is as good as human being. Then after blastula, gastula, all those stages which are there in human, it will be there. And after that, they will hatch. They will come out from the, as I showed in the slide, different egg, certain stages. So that you can find out under microscope only. So as soon as you fertilize the egg, you should observe under microscope and you will see the different stages. Is it clear?
Yes, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah. You can read.
Sorry,
You can read. Yeah, you can read. There are lots of literature like any fish. If you Google it, embryonic stages of fish, you will get so many references which you can read and you can find it out.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Any other student? You want to hear some? Yes. Sir, we have many questions, I think.
Yeah, no problem. I'm ready. I'll try to answer. I'm not sure, but I'll try to answer.
Okay, sir.
Namaskar, sir. I have a question. How breeding is influenced by a raining season?
Okay. As I said, that fish is a seasonal breeder. Okay. And breeding or that artificial showering is needed too, because this breeding or what happened this in the monsoon season, temperature is cool, temperature will be less, and there because of this summer there will be movement of because of this rain there will be movement in the water where the fish is there, if you are keeping it in a breeding pool, there artificial shower is there, or in case of river there is rainwater. So this fish, they need continuous water circulation to activate their endocrine system. Understood? So that's why I said when it is normal pond, suppose in your backyard you have a pond, or in your area you must have seen there is a pond, there is a fish, mainly rohu, katla, or like that. They will not breed even if there is rain, because they need continuous water and means circulation of water, and that's why, because that is not there, though there is monsoon, there is rain, their endocrine system, as I said, that entire reproductive pathway, it is not activated to that extent that it can release its eggs. So that's why that monsoon is so important. And that's why when you visit certain, hatchery, if you visit, that is called breeding pool, where you will find that is continuous water circulation, plus there will be extra shower they have maintained, so that this fish get, activated. Their reproductive pathway gets activated, their endocrine systems get activated, and they take part in reproduction. Yeah.
Okay. Any other question? Any other question? You have some question? Come. Huh? Na video lo dekhao bole bichu. Taba dekhe.
So first of all, thank you for your valuable speech.
Thank
I
you so
want to
much.
ask you about how can fish breeding programs contribute to the conservation of endangered aquatic species?
Okay. See, when you say breeding, and when we say as an animal or a species is endangered, why we call a particular fish or particular animal endangered?
So can I continue our conversation with in Assamese, sir?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, no problem.
So endangered aquatic species jitu species mane bilupta hobole goi ase
নে মই বুজি পাইছো, কিন্তু endangered আমি কেতিয়া কওঁ? A fish to endangered hoise, but or this animal is now endangered. আমি কেতিয়া কওঁ সেইটো endangered বুলি? You know that?
So
Endangered মানে কি? Endangered is what to say? Conservation one way, okay, and means a category of what is called it's biodiversity conservation status. Means endangered means they are in danger, right?
yes, sir.
Danger মানে কি? They সিহঁতৰ this particular organisms the population to কমি গৈছে. In the what to say, the biodiversity is less, the fish number of fish is reduced, so they are very, what to say, you don't see them or you don't find it plenty in the wild or in the natural water bodies, right? Or any organism, Bortokola, Hargilla, in Assam. Nowadays you don't find it. Once upon a time when we were young, we used to see. So that means hey pranitu lahe lahe bilupto mane ki? Bilupto ketia hoy mane ki jetia number komi gose, hoy na? Gotike our breeding, it means what? We are producing its new progeny. So if we have a breeding techniques of those species which are endangered, যি ফিছটোৰ মানে নাম্বাৰ কমি গৈছে, সেই ফিছটোক যদি আমি ব্ৰিড কৰিব পাৰোঁ in our confined system, ব্ৰিড কৰিব পাৰিলে কি হ'ব? You will have more number of species of that particular species, হয় নে নহয়? One pair of fish will give you around 1 lakh of small individuals. So ultimately, if you are successful in that, you have now increased its number. So slowly ki hobo? A endangered status to lahe near threatened hobo. Tar pisot plenty hoy jabo, not threatened hobo. These are endangered is a term used for to say what is the status of a particular organism in nature. So endangered, কিছুমান আছে critically endangered. Some people are called extinct. Some individuals are called extinct in wild, right? Extinct means what? Ekdom nai, dinosaur is extinct. You will not find in wild. Why not? Definitely dinosaur. You must have watched that movie. Totally extinct, vilupta hoy goise totally, and they are critically endangered. Critically endangered means immediate action is needed. Next is endangered. Endangerment means some time is there, kintu jodi if you continue like this, etu critically endangered hoy extinct hoy jabo. Okay, there is an example of a fish called Osteobrama belangiri. That is called pengba in Manipur. Though the conservation status of that particular fish was ki extinct in wild, mane ki in wild ba in nature এই ফিশটো পোৱা নাযায়, মানে বিলুপ্ত হৈ গৈছে, কিন্তু but only in certain pockets of some artificial water it was there. Then আমি এইটো সেই ফিশটোৰ ব্ৰিডিং টেকনলজি ডেভেলপ কৰিলো, then hatchery বনালে, hatchery বনাই সেই মাছটো এতিয়া plenty available in Manipur. Pengbatu is mostly in endemic species of Manipur. So now you could understand how breeding techniques will help to increase the number of particular species in nature, and that's how you can conserve an endangered animal. It's a beautiful question. I'm very happy. All are good, of course, but this is very critical questions.
Any other query? Any other query? That is, sir.
Yeah.
One of our faculty members, Virusmita Mohanto, she wants to ask something, sir.
Yeah, sure.
Hello, sir. Hello, sir. Am I audible, sir?
Yeah, madam.
Sir, myself Virusmita Mohanto. I am one of the faculty member of Department of Zoology. Sir, actually,
Okay.
I have one query. Sir, as your area of interest is nanotechnology also, can you provide us some insight regarding how nanotechnology can be employed to improve the fish breeding techniques or any kind of fish health development?
Yeah, probably that itself is a big lecture. Probably next time when I come there, I will take. But nanotechnology means, it's we are dealing with nanoparticle. That is, nanometer, you all know, it is even smaller than microparticle. And the advantage of using nanoparticle is that as it is smaller than microparticle, this nanoparticle can enter your body system through your cell wall. Whatever you have, in cell membrane there are pores. Through this, these nanoparticles can very easily enter. And using this nanoparticle, you can conjugate or you can make complex of different biomolecules, say DNA or any hormones or any reproductive hormones, and you can combine it with a nanoparticle. Nanoparticle you can use as a vehicle. Okay, and when you can use with fish feed that we use, or even water, or if you inject it, it will go directly. Along with this nanoparticle, your biomolecule will also go inside the body. Say in a hormone, I have worked on GnRH, which are also kisspeptin. Probably I missed that slide. The kisspeptin is a peptide, which is also very important for reproduction. So this particular peptide, I conjugated with a nanoparticle, and we have injected this nanoparticle to the fish, and we also injected that hormone separately without combining with nanoparticle. So what we have seen that being a nanoparticle, it absorbs to the body system very quickly. Okay, and because of that, your immediate action will be there. That hormones which that nanoparticle is carrying, or a drug, even not only even human system, also even medical system, even for cancer treatment, people are using nanoparticle. So that particular drugs, whatever drug, whether it's antibiotic, hormones, peptide, you name it, we are using it through nanoparticle. So since it is with nanoparticle, first of all, it will absorption of the this nanoparticle will be more. So you need less amount of the drug, less amount of the hormones, because sometimes what happen, many hormones they are not absorbed by our body system. So ultimately, you need more amount of the drug. Say a particular steroids you would like to. I worked on methyl testosterone. That is a steroid. So, and you know, when you use this kind of hormones, the most concern is your residual effect, right? Any hormone treatment, if you understand, residual effect is very dangerous. For antibiotic is also same thing. So we should use as low as possible, and that will be possible through your when you use with nanoparticle, because as I say, nanoparticle that absorption will be more, and since it is with nanoparticle, they will slowly release that drug, and ultimately there will be longer effect of that drug or of that hormone of that enzyme to your body system, and you will get more what to say efficiency will be more, and that's why you will get efficient result. So that's it. That is what I can say in brief.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much. In future, we will
Yeah.
try to contact with you for such
Sure. Yeah.
lectures.
Yeah, definitely. I'll be happy to help you. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
To get efficient result. So that's it. That is what I can say in brief. Yeah. Sure. Yeah.
Sir,
Yeah.
so we have come to the end of this session. Before
Okay.
going to the end, we would like to introduce our faculty members. So myself, Dibojyoti Soikia.
Yes. Yeah.
I have with me Kaushik.
Yeah. I have seen your half of your face only. Yeah. Yeah. Hi, Gitartha. Yeah.
Actually, we are adjusting with the camera, sir.
Oh, okay. Okay. I understand now.
Yes, yes. And also we have in our department Mrs. Vidusmita Mahanto.
Yeah. Very nice. All are young faculty, so probably you can do lot many work.
Yes, sir.
Actually,
Actually, my
yeah.
faculty was on fisheries from Guwahati University
You told me once. Yeah. Yeah.
under Professor Rupam Sharma. So,
Mhm.
so thank you very much, sir. And now I would like to request Vidusmita Mahanto to offer the vote of thanks.
Yeah. So before that, I'd like to request that you take an honest feedback from the students
Sure, sir. Sure.
and please pass on to me. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Dibojyoti Soikia. So first of all, I would like to thank our principal sir for providing us such an opportunity to organize a webinar which was conducted, the session was delivered by Dr. Rupam Sharma sir, and our students are highly benefited for your valuable session, sir. Not only the students, we also the faculty members got lots of information from your informative session. So thank you so much, sir. From your busy schedule, you have managed time to deliver your lecture. And then I would like to thank our internet IQAC of Sipajhar College for cooperating with us. And at last, I would like to thank our dear students for your presence and patience throughout this session. Thank you. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you so much for this opportunity. Yeah. Probably next time, that's what I told your principal, sir. So next time when I come there to Assam, I'll definitely visit you all and we'll have a direct session with you all.
Definitely. And in Sipajhar, we
Yeah.
have many ponds, sir. So it is rich in aquaculture also.
Okay.
Do something in future.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
I think I request you take your students also to some hatchery,
Yes, sir. Yes.
maybe in the month of June, July. They can see the entire process, then it will be more interesting for them.
Right. We have today we have more than 120 students in this hall, sir. So I think they all have enjoyed your
Oh,
lecture.
great. Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Those students, you all liked it? You all understood?
Yes, sir.
You all raise your hands. Then only I can see. I can hear you, but raise your hand.
lecturer হাতটো দাঙিব কৈছে ছাৰে so they all have raised their hands, sir.
So next time মই যেতিয়া আহোঁ মই চবৰে এটা এটাকে সুধিম, অ'কে, কিমান বুজি পাইছিলা?
কিবা ক'ব বিচাৰিছা নেকি কোনোবাই? So they have thanked you for the session, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Sir. Thank you so much.
Okay, তোমালোকৰ এতিয়া চাহটো আহি আছে যে ফোনটা কৰি দিলোঁ চাহটো বনাব দিলোঁ গতিকে খাবই লাগিব